Hey everyone, this is Darren Benton with Performance Motorcoaches. Merry Christmas. It's actually the 26th. We were hoping to get this video done the last 2 days and just been a little under the weather. Got a little water to kind of break up my sore throat, but appreciate you guys coming out and checking out the video. So we did the first video of this basically whenever it was completed at the factory, and we are now completed with it. It's taken a little bit. We had some issues to work through with International, and basically we have the completed project right now. So you can tell we added the front bumpers, did some powder coated wheels. We'll do some more things. We'll kind of get into some more things inside. This is an International HV507, so very rough and tough look. I'm 6 foot tall. You can see how tall this grill is right here. All welded steel front bumper. It does have the adaptive cruise built in it. We were able to build around that particular module, and then we added some additional lights in the front. Those are all integrated in the factory fog light wiring. And then you do have some recovery points right here if you needed to get this guy unstuck. As far as the engine itself, it's a 8.9 Cummins ISL, 370 horse, 1150 torque. We did a complete paint job on the cab and the conversion itself. It turned out really cool. With the black and the charcoal, it's definitely going to get a lot of attention. Whenever I've used these things in the past, people think you're some type of military. They get a lot of attention. Very cool look. This customer is a previous Showhauler owner. He wanted a really small footprint, but he wanted to be able to have a king-size bed and a massive shower, and so we were able to kind of build around those particular wants and wishes. Pretty much all the four-wheel drives we do just the top swing baggage doors, just one less thing to have to adjust. Very simplistic. This is a combined compartment. We do have a 110 outlet inside the compartment. Rearwards of the entry door, we did a compartment for an outdoor cooler. This is a dual zone cooler that could be used as a freezer, fridge, or freezer. Of course, that can be removed as well. Rearwards of the axle, we have the Chinook, which this is a dual zone, dual electric element heater that's offered in a few different configurations for other manufacturers, but a little bit smaller footprint, but it does still have the 50,000 BTU capacity, and it is plumbed to the engine itself to be able to use the waste heat from the engine to be able to keep the system warm. Of course, you can reverse cycle that. Still have some room in here. We have the transfer switch in this compartment as well, but still have some room to be able to add some additional items inside there. That's your fuel filter for your Oasis there. So out back, this customer wanted a spare tire mount. He didn't want anything that was incredibly difficult to remove and pull the spare tire off. So we built this particular mount right here. I won't push it all the way down, but the idea was, one, to be able to get it off, and then two, to be able to get to the compartment right back here. So this is insulated. So if you were out skiing and had this open, you don't have to worry about that cold air making the inside of the coach cold at all. The whole unit is spray foamed, and then we did a foam board below the floor. Built a bumper to integrate into the 40,000 pound hitch, roller below the hitch, and then a big 2.5 inch receiver right here. So if you were basically pulling in any kind of, like larger vehicle, like a 15,000 pound vehicle with the 15,000 pound tow bar, you could easily go in there. Wet bay here. We did a hydronic register within the wet bay, and we do have 12-volt heat pads on it as well. That is your access to your water tank inside. Got 120 gallons of water on board. Each waste tank is 72 gallons a piece. Standard 8K gen. It does run off one fuel tank. I think it's a 100-gallon fuel tank on board here. Did the Magnum 3000 watt inverter. We do have one air conditioner that can be run off of the inverter. And then we did 3 the 270 amp hour Battleborn batteries. We've got our shunt back off to the right and our BIM as well. Up front here, we were able to do the leveling jack between the fuel tank and the def tank there. We did like a bed liner on the front of the conversion and the fuel tank itself. All powder coated bumpers on it. The customer wanted it as light of an interior as they could get, so we just did the natural maple. Ivory walls, white ceiling, and then I don't remember the name of the ultra lid, but definitely quite a bit lighter. We have another coach that we did this same interior in. And we were concerned that it wouldn't clean up. And the ultra lead does an amazing job as far as, you know, cleaning up with just microfiber and a wet towel. Of course, the International cab's a little bit lower. We did the elevated bunk over here with the escape hatch. These cushion set right here is designed to go inside here. You do have a cabinet on the right and then a window on the left. Storage underneath here. And then this is just a jackknife. No, I take that back. This is a full fold out. So basically sleeping for one there. Starlink system here, we installed that. Relatively easy to install that in almost any coach. A lot easier on a show hauler. Does have the surround sound. 12 volt compressor fridge. Did quartz countertops. Just electric cooktop. Just a very traditional white subway tile backsplash. Of course, all the drawers, they're all dovetail, they're all soft close as well. So big massive shower in here. I guess we could both sit in here and enjoy the shower. Just a simple handheld there. But, you know, the idea here is if you need to be able to shave your legs or maybe the top of your toes, you could be able to have a fair amount of room in here, be able to use the corners and such. So we did a fair amount of built-in storage kind of here and there. Then we just put this switch right here so the customer could run the air conditioner off the inverter or the den short without overloading the pass-through. Fair amount of storage everywhere. And then this is the big giant king size bed back here. He wanted a full 72 inches. He has his own mattress. You'll see kind of what we have to do on certain aspects of the build. So we had some additional venting that need to be able to come from the tanks, and so that's kind of what you know, it was easier to do that than just do something that was about half size here. Just make a step up to be able to get in here and not have to contend with half that being covered up. But a fair amount of room because we really didn't want any windows. We could have done a rear window, we could have done a window at the head of the bed as well. Just a matter of preference. As far as the air conditioners go, just two 15,000 BTU air conditioners, which really and truly want to do a pretty good job. So lots of redundancy, but decent storage here as well. Storage all the way around, and then a small hanging right back over here. We built this floor plan a few times with a little bit smaller bathroom and a large cabinet right here. So we just kind of taken make some modifications as the customer's needs and wants changes. We'll jump inside the cab real quick. So we brought a lot of the Internationals in, just kind of as we were waiting for Freightliner to upgrade their cab. They have since upgraded their cab. It's been relatively difficult getting any of the four-wheel drive chassis. We do have some M2s that are finally coming in. It's been over a year since we've had any of the chassis, but from here on out, you'll probably just see the M2 with the new Plus dash, which is very similar to your Cascadia. But, you know, at the time, the International just kind of had the best look as far as the dash layout, the hood and everything. Just simple monitor right here for your backup. It does have lane departure warning. It does have the tire pressure monitoring. They're just external mounts there. But we kept the radio just to be able to do the steering wheel controls for the radio. It does have a 2-stage exhaust brake. It's a 3000 series Allison transmission. So a little bit tighter cab as far as overall height than the M2, but definitely it's a huge advantage to have the large bunk over the top. I don't think we'll get out and do any kind of a test drive on it. We're still trying to get it all cleaned up for the customer coming in later on this week, but just wanted to do kind of a final video to show you guys what we got completed. Nothing too wild on the inside. It was pretty much all outside, but really appreciate you guys coming out, checking out the video. Make sure you guys like, tag, and subscribe.